Hello, YouTube divers. This is Water Eye 122, and I want to welcome you all to another episode of Magic Metal Mondays. So, this episode, we're going to be doing another song ranking here for you guys today. Another top 10 songs, and we're going to be doing the top 10 Running Wild songs, or my top 10 favorite Running Wild songs. So Running Wild, I don't really think needs an introduction. I recently did a video where two videos rather, where I ranked all 17 of their studio albums from worst to best, or from least to greatest, if you will. Um, and they have a pretty lengthy discography, clocking in at 17 records. And so creating a top 10 list was very, very hard for me to do for this band because a lot of their songs are pretty dang great, especially in their golden era, from Under Jolly Roger all the way up to the Rivalry for some people, but to me they peaked at Masquerade, but neither here nor there. Um, so, yeah, and also with my top 10 lists, with my top 10 songs list rather, I usually try to be as varied as possible. Like I usually try to have a certain variety with the songs that I have, like songs from some from the golden era, some from the modern era, etc. And Running Wild is no exception. They have great songs in all of their eras, so making a top 10 list for this band, as I said, was pretty dang difficult. But here we go. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get into the ranking. So coming in at number 10, we've got my favorite track from their 2005 album, Rogues in Vogue, and we're going to be talking about The War, the 10.5-minute epic at the end of this album. Now, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are surprised to see this song here and not like another epic song like Treasure Island or The Ghost or Genesis, The Making and Falling of Man. We'll get to that one later. But in my opinion, The War is just a really fun song. Like, it can be a little bit corny, but man, that hook in the chorus just gets stuck in your head. And such a memorable listen. It's a very fun song. And I will say that it is a little bit too long for what it needs to be, but honestly, the song makes you have so much fun that you don't even pay attention to the length of this track, which is A plus in my book. So yeah, The War comes in here at number 10, one of the best songs from their modern era. Coming in at number 9, we got my favorite song from the Port Royal album. That is Calico Jack. Speaking of epic songs, well, this one's about 8.5 minutes, so it's a little bit of a mini epic, but still, it's one of their most classic songs, and certainly one of their best. Especially that opening sequence with that first wave of black metal-esque riffs. It's very dark, it's very spooky, and then the vocal performance by Rolf Kasprick really is like a new breaking point for him. Like all the songs from the previous albums showcase his lower, darker, more evil sounding voice, but here on Calico Jack, he showcases his more high-pitched anthemic power metal vocals that he would explore on future records. So, and really the whole Port Royal album is like that sort of transitional album from the dark and heavier stuff from the first three records, and then Port Royal happens, and then from the rest of their discography, Rolf is showcasing more epic and more expanded vocal ranges and techniques. So, there's that. And it's songs like Calico Jack that you can pinpoint as a direct reference to that. But overall, Calico Jack, absolutely epic song, has to be here in my top 10. Love this track. Now, coming in at number 8, speaking of very classic songs, we are going to be talking about the title track from their third album, Under Jolly Roger. Oh yes, this song. I mentioned in my Running Wild ranking, that when I heard the title track for Under Jolly Roger, I had never heard of it before, but as soon as those vocals kicked in, I was like, huh, this song sounds very familiar to me. And I guess it was just overplayed so much, and I just never knew that it was Running Wild up until recently. But yeah, Under Jolly Roger, you want to talk about earworm songs? Oh man, this one is an earworm. This is a very overplayed song from Running Wild, a very popular song from them, and for good reason. It's got some great riffs, some great drum beats, and of course, great vocals and singing and storytelling. This was really the first song where they incorporated pirate themes in their lyrics, and it was a it was like a little change of pace for this band, because from Under Jolly Roger onwards, they would explore more pirate themes and historical events, rather than the evil satanic imagery and playing styles that they were known for on their first two albums. But yeah, overall, Under Jolly Roger, the song is just fantastic. Love this song, and it's no wonder why it is so beloved. It is a great song. So with that said, Under Jolly Roger comes in here at number 8. Number 7, we're going to be talking about Genesis, The Making and the Fall of Man from the Black Hand In album. If you remember from my Running Wild ranking, Black Hand In is my favorite album from Running Wild. And I swear, I wanted to include more songs from Black Hand In on this list, but for the sake of variety and because of the fact that Running Wild have way too many great songs, yeah, there's not as much here that you will see. But Genesis, The Making and Fall of Man is easily their best epic song. I don't really think that's up for debate. I mean, some people love Treasure Island, that's cool. But with Treasure Island, I was not really, you know, on board with that. No pun intended. Um, but with Genesis, The Making and Fall of Man, it just has everything I want within an epic song. It's epic. It's got great vocals and instrumental passages. It's got great storytelling as usual. It's great. Um, but yeah, Genesis, a great way to close off the Black Hand In album, and in my opinion, this is their best epic song, and their longest song too, clocking in at 15 and a half minutes. But every single second is every single second is just absolutely worth it. I love this track. Again, their best epic song. Now, coming in here at number 6, I don't think a single Running Wild fan is going to agree with this here. But at number 6, I have the best song from their modern era, and that is Soul Strippers from the Brotherhood album. Honestly, this song has one of the best riffs that Rolf Kasperk and company have ever delivered. It's so meaty, so deep, so punchy, and so catchy as well. It is just, oh man, what a song this is. And again, like with Under Jolly Roger and The War, Soul Strippers is extremely catchy. It's another one of those earworm songs. Then again, Running Wild have a lot of earworm songs, many of which we will be discussing later on. But with Soul Strippers, yeah, it is just a very well made, well constructed, well performed song, and it definitely helps that it has one of the tastiest riffs that Running Wild has ever delivered. Just so good. Love this song. So with that said, Soul Strippers comes in here at number 6. Coming in at number 5, we got my favorite song from the Masquerade album, and that is Lions of the Sea. Another pretty popular pick for in Running Wild's catalog, honestly. Masquerade is, again, one of my favorite records from Running Wild. It is very consistent, and it is very fun all the way through. But with Lions of the Sea, this is a very epic and a very, very power metal-esque song. I mean, it's got all the epic soundscapes, it's got great instrumental work, great musicianship, great vocals. It's just a classic Running Wild song. What more do you want me to say? This song is just a masterpiece, and even though I love the whole Masquerade album, this is easily my favorite song from Masquerade. I absolutely love Lions of the Sea. It's a masterpiece. So, yeah, Lions of the Sea comes in here at number 5. Number 4, we've got another classic song from them. This is from their Death or Glory album. This is Riding the Storm. You want to talk about an absolutely epic ride from start to finish? Riding the Storm has got you covered. This is, again, another very power metal-esque song. It's very fun, it's very catchy, it's very earworm-ish. In many ways, this song actually kind of reminds me of Eagle Fly Free from Halloween. It's got that kind of that same melodic passage, if you will. At least in the guitars, anywho. But yeah, Riding the Storm, again, an epic ride from start to finish. I absolutely love this song. Riding the Storm, it's again, it's no wonder why it's so beloved and overplayed by a bunch of Running Wild fans. It's great. Okay, so coming in at number 3, we've got Little Bighorn from Blazing Stone. Blazing Stone's my second favorite album from the band, and it's another one of those albums where I could easily fill this entire list with songs from just this one album and call it a day, but for variety's sakes, we're not going to do that. But Little Bighorn, it was really a toss-up between this song and another one that we'll get to later as to which song would be my favorite from this album, but yeah, Little Bighorn is just falls a little bit short from my favorite song from Blazing Stone, and I'll explain why in a minute. But Little Bighorn, everything from those tribal drums to that catchy chorus to that wonderful guitar work and drum work. This song has it all. If you want a catchy power metal song dealing with one of the biggest events in early American history, if you will, the massacre at Little Bighorn, then what more do you want me to say? This is the song for you. Little Bighorn, a catchy song, and definitely one of their best. So that comes in here number 3. Now, these two songs are extremely close to the number 1 spot, but as interchangeable as they could be, this is where I have them right now. So number 2 is Fight the Fire of Hate from Black Hand In. This is my favorite song from the Black Hand In album, and much like with Soul Strippers, Fight the Fire of Hate has one of the tastiest riffs that the band has ever delivered up to this point, if not the tastiest riff that the band has ever delivered up to this point. It is definitely a very catchy song, and the musicianship and the songwriting on here is just chef's kiss amazing. Really, I can say that for the entirety of Black Hand In, and really for all of Running Wild's Golden Era albums. But with Fight the Fire of Hate is just one of those songs that just stands out above the rest. But it's only at number 2. It's only at number 2. What could possibly be better than Fight the Fire of Hate? Well, let's find out. So coming in at number 1, if you paid attention to my Running Wild ranking, you know what song I'm going to be discussing. It is the title track from the Blazing Stone album. Blazing Stone just has all of the positives that each of the songs on this list had, but are amplified to 11. I hope that makes sense. But anyway, yeah, this song is just epic every way, shape, and form. I love the melodies, I love the harmonies, I love the chorus, I love the guitars, I love the drums, I love this song. This song is beyond flawless. And yeah, even though the album is my second favorite album from Running Wild, it has the benefit of having my favorite song from the band as of right now. It honestly could change with Fight the Fire of Hate, but for right now, Blazing Stone, the song, is here at number one. This song absolutely rules, and I think it's the best song they've ever made. What more do you want me to say? So with that said, that concludes this edition of Magic Metal Mondays. Thank you so much for watching, my fellow YouTube divers. This is WaterDive122 signing out, ready to dive into more fun on YouTube. Thanks for watching.